Hi, my name is Maria Five. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a make and some tea and the book, the novel, 100 Days of Sunlight. So for the tea, I've got my Season's Greetings mug and I've got some, it's chai from Tim Hortons. I put 2 bags in here because I think chai should be a bit stronger as far as tea goes. So 2 bags tends to do just nicely. And for the make, I have this shawl scarf, and it's, I'll just show you here. It's kind of woven through here, and then if you pull it, there's the shawl there. You can wrap it around. It's 50% wool, and then you would just tuck it through here, and then just there's 3 little slots. So you just weave it in, and it's going to stay fairly secure around your neck. Just really beautiful, bold, made in Italy. Gorgeous, gorgeous texture. It's a double, no, I can't remember. It's a double crochet, but it's like a cross stitch. Yeah, it's my latest crochet stitch that I'm in love with. So yeah, that was lots of fun. And then what better thing to do on a cold day just before Christmas than watch the blue jays? They are such majestic creatures. So I put some peanuts out and was feeding the blue jays. And we will get into our novel, 100 Days of Sunlight. This is by Abby Emmons, published in 2019. A little bit older. But I have a special edition for Christmas, coming up Christmas Day, and it is part 2 of that book. Best Christmas ever. So, but that'll be next week. Well, not quite in a week, in a few days. Yeah, so 100 Days of Sunlight. So we have Weston. Weston is, just a cool kid. He's an older brother. He's got 3 younger siblings, all boys, and he has been raised on DC Comics and Marvel, and so loves superheroes and thinks of himself as a superhero. He's the oldest, so he's got to, be cool and show his younger brothers how to live fearlessly, shall we say. And so he does a pretty good job of that. One day, his best friend, Rudy, it's his bar mitzvah. His best friend is Jewish. It's his bar mitzvah, and they decide they're going to skip out and go skateboarding. So they're fooling around skateboarding, and Weston gets this really great idea that he's going to do a really cool trick off the roof of this building that's right beside, I guess, the skateboard park. So he does this really cool trick off the roof, lands on the fence, does a bit of damage to his legs, and, brushes it off. I'm fine. But in fact, he is not fine. But he doesn't tell anybody, so it gets really infected. Both his legs get really infected. He ends up losing both his legs, I think from the knee down. It doesn't actually say, but when you read through, I feel like it's from the knee down. Anyway, double amputee. So, of course, everybody feels sorry for him, and everybody's just, looking at him as though he is less than, and that really hurts his soul. So fast forward 3 years or so later, and Tessa comes on the scene. She has been in an accident with her grandmother driving and has lost her sight. She's homeschooled. She's a really avid blogger, poet, writes lots of poetry, and has all these online friends. And she lives with her grandparents. So her grandparents feel it would be really good if they could just hire somebody to do all that for her, because obviously she can't see. So they put an ad in the paper, and then they tell her about it, and she gets quite upset and says, "No, how dare you, blah, 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 blah." So they withdraw the ad before it actually gets printed. However, Weston sees the ad because his father owns the newspaper. So he sees the ad, and he decides he's just gonna go there and, see if he can help, see if he can be of service, because he's been through a lot. He knows about disability. He knows what it feels like to not have, everything working properly, and to have that despair and come back from that again. So he feels he can help. He feels like he has something to offer. So off he goes and talks to the grandparents, and they say, okay, you know what? Yeah, sure, we'll try it. But she said no, just so you know. So he shows up, and she's angry, really angry. And he can't possibly know what she's going through. He can't possibly know, even though it's temporary blindness, it should be coming back after about 3 months or so, according to the doctors. But, she doesn't know that. So things are really tense for her because there's this male stranger in her room. She's not impressed. Her grandparents basically disobeyed her as far as she's concerned. So there's all this tension and animosity. And he just takes it. And he, for the first time, is treated like a full human being, a whole human being. She can't see his disability. She can't see that he doesn't have legs. So she treats him angry, like she treats everyone else in the world, angry. So, as you can probably imagine, of course, a friendship develops, and it's just a really good story. Both characters are about 16, so this would put this at about a young adult reading level, but wow, so good. I won't give away too much more, but definitely worth a read. And yeah, I don't want to give anything. I can see I want to give more, but I better quit while I'm ahead, shall we say. A delightful read, should you feel so inclined. Check it out. 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons. And book 2 coming out in a few days. Well, it's been out since 2024, but the review coming back in a couple of days for you. All right, so thank you so much for listening, and Merry Christmas if you're Christian, and if you're not, season's greetings, and we will see you Christmas Day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.